Okay, good morning. Welcome to the Crow Wing County Board meeting. Would you please join me for the pledge and a moment of silence?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well, is there anyone online who would like to be on open forum? Okay.
Commissioner Coring,
Here.
Commissioner Lubke,
Here.
Commissioner Barrows,
Here.
Commissioner Franzine,
Here.
Commissioner Hoag.
Here.
All members are present.
Okay.
I have no open forum, and it's just employees online, so.
Okay. Review and approve the minutes from December 12th County Board meeting.
Madam Chair, I make a motion to approve the minutes for January 12th,
Second.
or December 12th, excuse me.
Motion by Commissioner Lubke, second by Commissioner Barrows. All those in favor?
Commissioner Coring,
Aye.
Commissioner Lubke,
Aye.
Commissioner Barrows.
Aye.
Commissioner Hoag. Commissioner Franzine.
Aye. Motion carries. Review and approve the agenda. Any changes or additions?
Madam Chair, I do have an addition on additional business. I guess I'd like to have a discussion about the Minnesota flag. I know we talked about it in another meeting. I can't remember which meeting it was, but I guess I'd like to have a brief discussion at the end, if that would be okay.
All right, I'll add that to the agenda. Do we have a motion to approve?
Madam Chair, with that change, I'll make a motion to approve today's agenda.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Barrows, second by Commissioner Hoag. All those in favor? Commissioner Lubke,
Aye.
Commissioner Barrows,
Aye.
Commissioner Hoag, Commissioner Coring,
Aye.
Commissioner Franzine.
Aye. Motion carries. Consent agenda. Do we have a motion?
Madam Chair, I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda, if there isn't any changes.
Is there a second?
Second.
We have a motion by Commissioner Lubke, second by Commissioner Barrows. Is there any discussion on anything in that agenda? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Commissioner Barrows,
Aye.
Commissioner Hoag, Commissioner Coring,
Aye.
Commissioner Lubke,
Aye.
Commissioner Franzine.
Aye, motion carries. Well, do we have to wait 2 minutes for the public hearing?
Yes, Madam Chair, we could take the first item under the county engineer's report if you wish.
Sure. County Engineer, Breezy Point.
Morning, Matt.
Morning, Madam Chair and Commissioners.
Morning.
Good morning.
I got a couple things on the agenda for us. The first one being to sponsor the City of Breezy Point for their transportation alternatives application. And so this is federal transportation money. And since Breezy Point is a non-state aid city, they need a sponsor, which would be Crow Wing County with their population under 5,000. A little bit about the Transportation Alternatives Program. There's kind of three categories that you can go after funding with bike and ped improvements, historic preservation, as well as environmental. And so this is a bike and ped initiated trail. Breezy Point, they've wanted this for nearly a decade, and the county's been working with Breezy Point kind of since I came on board here with the county to get discussions started and seeing if there's a good funding source that can get this trail started. Looking at the graphic up there, kind of hard to see because it's such a wide, as it stretches from Breezy to Pequot. So the first, get my pointer out here, the trail start would be where 4 and 11 meet right to the entrance of Breezy Point Resort. And then where we're trying to get this first phase, and this will be phased out either 3 or 4 times, but Ranchette Drive right here, that's kind of the first domino we want to fall. And if we can get that first leg going, there'll be more and more funding sources that we can go after. And the City of Breezy Point has passed their resolution to apply for this, and so we're just, for their application to be submitted, we need to sponsor them. And I'd be open to any questions.
Any discussion? There is none. Do we have a motion?
Madam Chair, I'll make a motion to approve that application for funding.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Lubke, second by Commissioner Barrows. All those in favor?
Commissioner Hoag?
Aye.
Commissioner Coring?
He
Can
said
you
aye,
unmute, please?
but you're,
Aye. Sorry
you.
about that. Aye.
Commissioner Lubke?
Aye.
Commissioner Barrows?
Aye.
Commissioner Franzine?
aye. Motion carries. Thank you. And now we'll go to the public hearing.
You could go back to the stand exam public hearing if you wish. Matt will call you back up. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You'll be back, Matt.
Thanks.
Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Would you like to introduce the item before we open the public hearing?
Yes,
Okay.
go ahead.
Thank you. What you have before you today is the 2024 Harvest Plan. And this is what comes to the board annually. And it's gone through a process of where you've put it out for public comment. We didn't receive any comments on our Harvest Plan. This is information that comes out of the County Forest Resource Plan and basically is a pool of forest stands which are being considered for harvest in 2024. And so what we're asking for today is after the public hearing to consider approval of the Harvest Plan so that we can begin setting up our timber sales for 2024.
Anyone have any questions?
Madam Chair, on the one that you're showing up there in the district I serve, that's close to Upper Hay Lake, that looks like it'd be in corner of either Jenkins Township, you got to get a black line through that. Is that anywhere as close to the Veterans Trail, or is it across the road from that?
It's across County Road 16, south side
Okay.
of 16 by the transfer station.
Is that a clear cut?
That's a thinning, it's proposed to be a thinning.
What, a thinning?
Yeah, a thinning of the red pine stand.
Okay, okay. Thank you. That's all I had, Madam
Okay,
Chair.
any other discussion? Can we open the public hearing?
Madam Chair, I'll make the motion to open the public hearing.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Barrows, second by Commissioner Hoag to open the hearing.
Commissioner Coring?
Aye.
Commissioner Lubke?
Aye.
Commissioner Barrows?
Aye.
Commissioner Hoag? Commissioner Franzine?
Aye. Is there any public comment? Nobody's online either, right?
Right.
Okay, I'll say it 3 times. Is there any public comment? Is there any public comment? Can I have a motion to close?
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Barrows, second by Commissioner Hoag to close the public hearing.
Commissioner Lubke?
Aye.
Commissioner Barrows?
Aye.
Commissioner Hoag?
Aye.
Commissioner Coring?
Aye.
Commissioner Franzine?
Aye. The hearing is closed. Do we have a motion for the Harvest Plan?
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Hoag, second by Commissioner Lubke. All those in favor?
Commissioner Barrows?
Aye.
Commissioner Hoag?
Aye.
Commissioner Coring?
Aye.
Commissioner Lubke?
Aye.
Commissioner Franzine?
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay. We're back to the county engineer.
All right. Hello again. So the second item that I have for you goes directly with the first item for the resolution you approved there. And so for the project, excuse me, on CASA 11 for that trail, we'd like a resolution to use that highway right-of-way And this is important because for the transportation alternatives grant application, the right-of-way is a criteria, and you get scored on that. So to have a resolution where the use of that right-of-way can be used from the county, that'll score decently well. And it is anticipated for this. The engineering still needs to be done, but there may be additional property acquisition that will be needed outside of that, where there's some tricky elevated points there, particularly by where the golf course is, where we might go outside of our right-of-way. But to have this for the application, it'll help it score really well.
Madam Chair, I'll make a motion to approve the resolution to use some of the county's right-of-way for the CASA 11 Trail Project.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Lubke, second by Commissioner Barrows. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Commissioner Hoag?
Aye.
Commissioner Coring?
Aye.
Commissioner Lubke?
Aye.
Commissioner Barrows?
Aye.
Commissioner Franzine?
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you very much. The next item is also transportation alternatives related for a grant, but not to sponsor a city, but support for Baxter's application. And this is for 48, and I can give an overview on this whole stretch here. So for the transportation alternatives that we're going after right now, it's for this western segment from Marone Road down to Cedardale. There's an existing trail right here that runs from Cedardale to Knollwood. And then this east segment, we're waiting if we've gotten awarded, but we've gone after funding for this stretch as well, up to the Isle Roundabout. And so this would just be a crucial stretch, and I know I've talked to Commissioner Barrows a lot. We've discussed the importance of this to the community with the schools down here, residential here, and possible further development around that area. It would just be a huge benefit to get the pedestrians and bikers off of that road where the speed limits are hopefully stay around 55, but they can exceed that in certain parts. And with this, the city of Baxter also wants to look into some improvements for pedestrians to cross this stretch of road. It can be, there's not really a great pedestrian crossing. That's not an eligible item for the transportation alternatives funding, but that's something they're going to look forward or look into further if this trail does get developed. And so just again, for this one, for the TA, it's just this western segment here.
And to be clear, Matt, this is supporting Baxter in their efforts.
Yep, there's a
This
letter
one.
of support I've included in your packet.
Okay.
So if you approve that, we'll send that with them, and they'll submit it with the grant application, and we're assisting them with the grant application as well.
So, Madam Chair, if there's no other questions, I would make the motion to approve the resolution that's attached supporting the City of Baxter's 2028 Transportation Alternatives Program grant application.
Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Motion by Commissioner Barrows, second by Commissioner Hoag. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Commissioner Coring?
Aye.
Commissioner Lubke?
Aye.
Commissioner Barrows?
Aye.
Commissioner Hoag?
Aye.
Commissioner Franzine?
Aye, motion carries.
All right, thank you very much. And the last item I have for you is just like the Breezy Point Trail, we would like a resolution for the use of the highway right-of-way along the 48 corridor. Baxter went through Widseth, and they got some pretty in-depth drawings. If I think it's on the next slide. It's hard to see, but the proposed trail is kind of this pinkish line here, but where you can see the dotted line, that's where they might need additional property acquisition. So we'll utilize what we have, but they might have to go beyond that just a little bit, because there are some elevation issues there as well. Not as much as Breezy, but I think a majority of it will fit within our right-of-way.
And they would go through that condemnation process if there is any land to acquire.
Yep, and they've, from discussions with city staff there, they have good relations with the majority of these people, know who they are, so
Yep.
it seems like a majority of the community is on board with this idea.
Okay,
Madam Chair, I'll make the motion to approve the attached resolution allowing use of highway right-of-way for CASA 48 Trail Project.
is there a second? Motion by Commissioner Barrows, second by Commissioner Hoag. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Commissioner Lubke,
Aye.
Commissioner Barrows.
Aye.
Commissioner Hoag.
Aye.
Commissioner Coring,
Aye.
Commissioner Franzen.
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you very much.
Much. Next on the agenda is County Sheriff.
Madam Chair, Commissioners, happy holidays. The sheriff does not have anything to add today. If you have any questions of me or him, please feel free to ask. I'll answer any questions you may have.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you, Andy.
Have a Merry Christmas.
Very happy New Year.
Okay, is the county attorney? Or does Stephanie want to say something? Well, hearing nothing, we'll go on to the county administrator.
Madam Chair, members of the board, there was not a senior management team meeting yesterday. It was Christmas Day, so we didn't meet. Yes, exactly. You do have in your packet the citizen committee appointments list, and so if you have any new appointments that you have made since our last board meeting, we could consider those at this time.
Okay, yes. Judith Peepgrass will continue on the CHS Advisory Committee, and Larry Moses will continue on NRAC. So I'll make those appointments.
There were a couple other ones, too.
Okay.
Commissioner Coring wishes to appoint Kathy Edelman again. Extension Committee, new appointee, Karen Danielson, and she will be an at-large appointee or representative. She's replacing Gerald Peterson, who resigned.
Okay.
Jenny Castle on the Personnel Board of Appeals has agreed to serve for another term. And Lloyd Bricks, representing the city of Cuyuna, will be serving again on the Serpent Lake Sanitary Sewer District Board. I think I got them all.
Now, do any of those need resolutions?
Yep, the Serpent Lake Sanitary Sewer District does need one. Thank you for reminding me.
Okay, would someone like to make that motion?
I'll make a motion.
Okay. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Hoag, second by Commissioner Barrows. All those in favor?
Commissioner Barrows?
Aye.
Commissioner Hoag?
Aye.
Commissioner Coring?
Aye.
Commissioner Lubke?
Aye.
Commissioner Franzen?
Aye, motion carries, and I'll make the rest of the appointments.
Okay.
Madam Chair, could you include Don Hales for planning and zoning?
Okay, yeah. Has anybody else contacted any of their people?
The only one, I haven't reached out yet to Jamie yet, but I know he served before on the TAC committee.
Is Dan Hegstead?
Dan said yes, yep, and
It says it someplace.
that's
I read
noted
it
here.
someplace.
I still have one to search out for the extension committee, and I'm in the process of doing that.
Yeah.
We're including Dan?
Yeah, it says yes there. I'm just going through the list, and he says
So Dan
yes.
did say yes.
Yeah, I
just to
missed
be
that
clear.
one when I was going through there.
Everybody who says yes and the extras that we've talked
Got
about.
it.
I think we got it.
All right. I'll make all those appointments. Okay, what else? Do you have anything else?
Commissioner Coring has some additional business.
Okay.
I don't have anything else. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Commissioner Coring, we're on to additional business.
Well, that was quick. You know what? I guess I just want to get a feel for the board. I don't know if the rest of the commissioners have heard from anybody, but I have, through a couple calls and a lot of social media posts, I have heard displeasure, a lot of displeasure from my constituents about this changing of the Minnesota flag. It, in my mind, it feels like we're whitewashing our history because somebody's offended by something on the flag, which I don't understand at all. Now we're whitewashing or changing our history. And I'll tell you what, there's been a lot of that lately, taking down the Confederate statues and taking down statues that apparently offend some people. Well, I would just remind everybody that that's our history. Whether it's ugly or bad, I know there's people that deny the Holocaust, the murdering of millions of Jewish people, and they would like to whitewash that. But I think we're doomed to repeat our failures if we whitewash our history. And this is just an example of it here, of changing this Minnesota flag, which I don't agree with, and a lot of my constituents don't agree with. And I guess I would like to direct the county administrator to put together a resolution that we could, at least the county board could express their displeasure with this to the governor and the legislative leaders, and also our legislative delegation. I guess I put that out there. I hope I'm not putting anybody in a bad position on this, but I know I feel passionate about it, that this is just, it's just not right. It's not right, and I guess I'd like to know what the rest of the board thinks. If somebody doesn't think it's a good idea, I think it's a great idea to do a resolution that probably doesn't mean anything. And then if you're somebody that's not only the whitewashing of our history, but if you want to look at the cost of the taxpayers, look at that seal that's right behind you. We'd have to replace that. And I never realized how many seals there are all around the county. And I don't know if you remember, we had the conversation that every deputy in the sheriff's department has 3 badges that the taxpayers are paying for, and it has the seal of the state of Minnesota on there. So all those badges would have to be changed. All the squad cars have the seal. It doesn't make any sense financially, but that's really kind of an after the fact thing. I just feel like it's a whitewashing of our history, and I guess I'd like to have a resolution. I don't know if there's any feedback from the rest of you, but okay, I guess that's it.
Madam Chair and Commissioner Coring, to your point, I've heard from several of my constituents and along the same lines that they don't understand why we would change the flag. I have to say that I'm not sure how changing our flag is going to advance our society, and yet we're going to pay some money out, the taxpayers are, to make those changes. Personally, I agree with you, and I don't see the sense in it. I'm very proud of the current flag and the seal that we have, so I concur with you, and I think from my position, I would like to see a resolution to just acknowledge that I don't see the sense in it or the displeasure of changing it. So thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner.
And Madam Chair, I've also heard from constituents with the question of why this wouldn't be on the ballot for the people to vote, vote in or vote out, but it is very unpopular.
You have anything to add?
No, I think that's been well said.
Yeah, I think everybody's said everything. And
Madam Chair, to the county administrator, do you think you need a motion, or could you, in listening to us and reading the tea leaves as you do very ably, could you put together a resolution and direct it to the governor and the legislative leaders? I guess I'd like to have you do that. What direction do you need, Tim?
Madam Chair, I can take the consensus that I've heard today, and I will prepare a resolution. It'll be in your board packet for your meeting. I think, is it the 2nd or the 5th?
I think it's the
Second.
3rd. Isn't it the 3rd?
first?
Or it's the 2nd?
It's the 2nd,
the second.
2nd.
which
Yeah.
is,
I'll go with 4th.
it's just right around the corner. That's next week, so
Yeah. All right.
I will do so.
Well, then,
I appreciate that. Thank you.
yeah. Thank you for bringing it up, Paul. We're on to a closed meeting. So, can I have a motion?
Madam Chair, I'll make the motion to go into closed session pursuant to Labor Negotiations Strategy, MS 13D.03, subdivision 1, parens B.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Barrows, second by Commissioner Hoag. All those in favor?
Commissioner Hoag?
Aye.
Commissioner Coring?
Aye.
Commissioner Lubke?
Aye.
Commissioner Barrows?
Aye.
Commissioner Franzine?
Aye, motion carries.
Do you ever feel all eyes on
Okay.
you? All right. Good morning, Madam Chair and Commissioners. This morning I'm in front of you with a labor agreement settlement with Teamsters 320, representing our Community Services Department and Veteran Service Office. This group represents about 195 employees. They are market-aligned pay plan, 100% application of our pay matrix and performance-based pay plan. In 2024, we will be adjusting the ranges to 90% of the metro and moving them by 2.5%, 2.5% in 25, and 3% in 2026. They are on our county insurance plans. Some of the key recognitions with this agreement is the Juneteenth and Christmas Eve holidays, the PTO cash in lieu, allowing 60 hours of pay of that annually, healthcare savings plan of $35 per month, the deferred comp match of up to $50 per month, and it is a 3-year contract, and we continue to clean up language as we go along in all these contracts as well. For the wage settlement, thank you, Therese. In 2023, it is a 6% additional movement within the range for our grade 150 social workers and probation agents, and 2% additional movement within the range for the others in the group. In 2024 and 25, it's at the 2.5% movement within the range for the grade 150 probation agent and social workers, and 2% movement within the range for all others. If there aren't any questions, I'm looking for a motion to authorize entering into an agreement between Crow Wing County and Minnesota Teamsters Public and Law Enforcement Employees Union, Local Number 320, representing the Community Services Department, effective January 1, 2024 through December 31, 2026, and the Chair, Human Resources Manager, and County Administrator are authorized to sign said agreement.
Madam Chair, I'll make that motion.
I will second that, Madam Chair.
Motion by Commissioner Barrows, second by Commissioner Lubke. Any discussion?
Commissioner Lubke?
Aye.
Commissioner Barrows?
Aye.
Commissioner Hoag?
Aye.
Commissioner Coring?
Aye.
Commissioner Franzine?
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you.
So much.
Motion to adjourn.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Barrows, second by Commissioner Hoag.
Commissioner Barrows?
Aye.
Commissioner Hoag?
Aye.
Commissioner Coring?
Aye.
Commissioner Lubke?
Aye.
Commissioner Franzine?
Aye, motion is adjourned.
Happy New Year.